Greetings to you, wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I record and release because maybe somebody can get something out of it. I just want to take a moment of silence for all of those who are suffering in conflicts all over this world. Choose love and peace, not war. Choose love and peace, not war. Never lose your hope. If you don't have hope, find your hope. Find your love. Find your peace. Find your joy. Never give up. Never give up. You mustn't. You can't. As difficult as it may be, and I know it's complicated out here, but if you have yourself, you have everything. You can always rebuild. Never give up on yourself, ever. I'm going to be reading out of Proverbs today, chapter 27, verses 1 through 27. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips. A stone is heavy and sand weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. Wrath is cruel, and anger is outrageous. But who is able to stand before envy? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Everybody needs to be corrected sometimes, myself included, you know. And when I get in trouble sometimes too, you know. That's not something I try to do, but it can happen. We got to be open for that. You know, but if you want to become a better person, you got to be willing to listen to somebody else. Sometimes it has credibility, though, you know. Let me repeat that. Open rebuke is better than a secret. Let me write that down. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. No, that's even better. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. The fool soul loatheth in honeycomb, but to the hungry soul every bitter thing is sweet. As a bird that wandereth from her nest, so is a man that wandereth from his place. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so doth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. We all need to listen to somebody who has credibility sometime. You know, not everybody shouldn't be giving advice, but even people who aren't where they should be say some things that make sense, you know. Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not, neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity, for better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him that reproacheth me. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yeah, bullies and bad guys. Take his garment that is surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. He that blesses his friends. I see repeating verses in different chapters. I noticed that in the Bible. It's almost like the same verses, just repeating in another chapter. Because this one, number 14, sounds close to a repeating verse. But anyway, let me repeat that. He that blesseth his friend with a loud voice. No, let me see. No, I'm sorry. Verse 13. Take his garment that is surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. That's a repetitive verse right there. And anybody that's been listening continuously, I don't know, you may remember me saying that in other chapters of the Bible. He that blesseth his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it shall be counted a curse to him. That's why when you waking your children up, or when you waking somebody up, don't wake them up with all that loud noise. Be quiet. Let people wake up and have peace, and don't wake up hollering and stuff. I didn't do that to my kids. I always woke them up real quietly. so-and-so, it's time to wake up, you know. You start somebody's day off messed up and hollering and stuff. A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Whosoever hindereth her hideth the wind, and the ointment of his right hand which bewrath itself. Bewrath. Bewrath itself, excuse me. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Whoso keepeth a fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. As in water face answereth to face, so the heart of man to man. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of a man are never satisfied. As the finding pot for silver and the furnace for gold, so is the man to his praise. Though thou shouldst bray a fool and a martyr among wheat with a pistol? That's what it says. Let me write that down. Yet will not his foolishness depart from him. Let me repeat that. Though thou shouldst bray a fool and a martyr among wheat with a pistol, yet will not his foolishness depart from him. I encourage anybody who has any comments about these anything that I'm reading, to please leave a comment for me and give me an understanding if they, about whatever it is I'm reading, because this, like I said, is a lesson for me, and that's my daily meditation, but I'm just recording and releasing it. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. For riches are not forever, and doth the crown endure to every generation? The hay appeareth, and the tender grass showeth itself, and herbs of the mountains are gathered. The lambs are for thy clothing, and the goats are the price of the field. And thou shalt have goats' milk enough for thy food, for the food of thy household, and for the maintenance of thy maidens. I want to tell you, never give up your hope, and find God wherever you are. You don't have to be perfect. None of us are. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's who you serve. At least when you come over to God's side, try to clean your act up and become better. He'll help you with the rest. Just remember to smile this day anyway, and reach out to one person at a time. One person at a time. One person at a time. Okay?